Welcome back to our Global iTech Solution GITS Cypress channel on lecture 9. Before we started this lecture, I highly encourage you to complete previous lecture related with this course. Get started and jump on the topics. So today we'll be learning about and discussing about page object model concept in Cypress JavaScript, and then we'll push our code into the GitHub repo. So I can give you the guarantee, if you following this course from beginning to end, you will be the master of automation from scratch to architecture level, and you will know how to create or build the framework from 0 to 100%. So now this is the automation architecture we talked about earlier, right? And we are at in the test case suite, validation, assertion. Now today we'll be implementing the page object model concept. So this is the test suite, which is we have collection of test classes. Right now we have only one class in JavaScript. In JavaScript, basically it's not a class. It is a .js file, right? So .js file you can treat it as a class if you compare to the Java. So in order to create any test cases or in any test validation in Java, so you have to create your own test case, test class, basically as a Java class. Now in JavaScript, if you think about this is a test class, in test class you can have multiple or you can have collection of tests. In Java also, if you create a single class, inside the class you can have a collection of test cases, right? So now this is a collection of test cases inside the single class, which is we are following over here, collection of test classes, collection of test cases inside this test class, which is a test suite. Now on the test suite we'll be creating a page object model concept, right? So page classes for so what is the page object model concept? So page object model concept are very simple. If I go to the website, so this is our automating website. We are automating here. In this website, once you navigate to that Heroku.com, so this is the service endpoint, which is a domain. Once you navigate to the domain, so you are landing to the home page, right? Think about this is a landing page or home page. Once you clicked on A/B testing, basically this is a different page, A/B test page, right? So that's mean anywhere you clicked on as a link or anywhere you go different from the home page, that is the separate page, that is the different page. So this is the main concept from the page object model. So based on the each page from the applications, you will be creating a corresponding page class. You will be creating a corresponding page class in your suite. So this is the home page. For this home page, we'll be creating a single home page as a class, and inside the home page we'll be adding all the locators for this element, and corresponding to the each link or each page. So this is the A/B test page. So we'll be creating another page class called A/B test page class, and inside that class whatever the locator will have in this page will be adding on that class inside the suite. Let's do it. Let's see in action. Now if we go to our code, so this is our code basically, and previously we worked on, right? There is a 44 validation from the UI standpoint, which is started with the A/B testing. Now in this each 44 test there is a locator, so all the locators are located in the application on the home page. So we'll be working on the home page at this moment, only for home page. So once we have the different page, we'll be creating our different page for it. So now under the E2E test, we'll be creating, it's called a folder, which is a collection. Now the package, so a collection of the locators will be get into the package. So this is the package name will be POM, or you can type as a page object package. Inside the page object we'll be creating a new file called homepage.js. So page object inside the page object there is a homepage.js. Inside the homepage.js we'll be adding all the locators. So we'll be creating a constant called homepage and equal. So this is the constant we created. So in order to calling that constant into our test cases, we have to make the module dot export. So once we do the module dot export homepage, so that's when we are able to call it inside our test cases. So this is also technically it's called an inheritance in Java. In Java you don't have to do it. You can just call the keyword called extend keyword, or you can create an instance of a class. But in JavaScript there is a different way to do it in a TypeScript, but in JavaScript we can multiple way we can inherit. One of them options is you can create a constant and you can declare that constant as a module.export, and inside the test cases we can call it import import homepage locator from. So we'll be using here the locator location. So this is going to be our page object and homepage. So now the variable we declared, which is called a homepage locator, right? Homepage locator, it's basically nothing. It is go in a reference which is called a homepage here. Now if we called the variable, or if I go to the test cases, think about this one, 8 blocks. So this is our locators. This is for A/B testing locator, right? Now we can do A/B testing. We can create a functions for it like this: get A/B testing. So locator we already know that inside the home page, the page object, inside the page object package, all the locators, all the objects will be located. So we don't have to declare it over here. So get A/B testing, we can just declare it over here like this. We'll be adding our locators. Let's put the locator. That's it. This is how the way you're declaring your locators. Now if you called here, so let's say I'm not going to be using this anymore, we can reuse it. You see that this is both are same locators. We can now use this variable dot get A/B testing. So this is how the way we can declare the objects locators, and we can call the locators inside our test. Now take a look if it is working or not, right? So let's run it, npm run test. So if this is working, it will be the same way we will be replacing the locators, the rest of them. It is working as expected. You see the A/B testing is passed. So now we'll be refactoring all of them. So I already worked on behind the scene to make things happen. Now we'll be just copying that all the locators and pasting into it. This is all the locators, right, from the home page, which is a get A/B testing, add remove elements, same thing, which is we are using inside the test, right? Inside the test we are using it. So now this is the locators we are adding, all of the locators from the home page. Now the second part, we have to call this locator into our test. Now let's go ahead and see it. I have it or not. Yes, I have it. So I'm just gonna copy the code and replace it with home page locator. So this is our home page locator, right? Home page locator, home page locator. So on that home page locator, we will be just copying all our locator, or we just call that locator into our test cases. So as I have been telling you, I've been working behind the scene to herd and make things smoother and shorter, make the video shorter, that way you can keep concentrate on it, right? And I'm just giving you an example to how do we call this one, right? This is the first example. This is the how the way we will be changing everything, all the 8 blocks here. Once you do that, this is going to be something like that. See all of them: homepage locator.get A/B testing, homepage locator.get add remove elements, homepage locator.get basic auth. This is how the way we are using page object locators. Now if I run that, npm run test, this is should be working, up and running. Or it might be fail. Either way, right? All right, this is looks working. Okay, so there is nothing changed. All the code are working as expected, right? Now you'll be seeing the 45 for a pass. So that's mean what I did, I just create a page which is a home page, and I declared all the locators from the home page, and I call that locators from the home page class into a test cases using import variable and reference on it. And this is the home page locator dot the functions. So this is how the page object workings. And now you know how page objects being created and how to create it in later on, right? Let's push our code. Git add git commit -m page object add git push. Okay, so this is all about it today. Thanks so much for watching this lecture. Stay tuned for upcoming lecture for the rest of the course. Thank you.